Hello, everybody. So today is August 20th, 2015, which means that tomorrow I will be officially, um, 18 months or 1.5 years on testosterone. And in 11 days, I will be 21 years old. Um, This is an odd time. This day sort of snuck up on me in a lot of ways. I I don't know. So the past 1.5 years have been so transformative. Obviously, physically, I've changed a lot. You know, and emotionally, I've changed so drastically. Um, and I know one of the things that people talk about when they're transitioning or when they're thinking about transition is that transition doesn't change you as a person. Um, and I believe that's true. I think what's happened though is that um, it just like makes you happier. But I think that what's happened for me has been that I was carrying and cloaked by all this negativity surrounding my body, surrounding just who I was viewed as socially, emotionally, like just having your body on the wrong hormone in your brain and being like, what the fuck is going on? Like all that. Is so I think, even though I haven't changed as a person, what's happened is it's been this like pretty rapid, honestly. A year and a half is pretty quick, but I'll call it gradual. This gradual stripping process where I've been releasing and cutting off parts of myself that were not serving me in a positive way. And now the person who I am is like unrecognizable, like when paired up next to the person I used to be. Um, and that's a good thing. For me, that's a really good thing. I still have my issues. I talked about some on the previous video I made. I still suffer from some depression. And I'm still kind of a lazy student. Whatever. Um, but I'm so much happier. Like the way I look at the world now, like it's I actually look at it with hope. I have a future coming up, and that's incredible for me. And that was something that was not at all possible for me to see before I started transitioning and before I realized that transition was a possibility. So I guess this video, I just kind of want to talk about like some of the good stuff that's been happening in my life because there's a lot right now, and I think I really need to take a moment to appreciate all of it. So the first thing is that I'm on track to graduate a semester earlier than I thought I would be able to be, which is incredible. It really is incredible. And I don't they I don't like my school very much, and that's something that it is what it is. I can't change the fact that I don't like my school, and I can't change my school. But the fact that there's this avenue for me to get out as early as possible is awesome. Um, I was offered a salary, or not offered outright, but like they told me that there's a space available for me to take a salaried position at the job that I have now, which again is awesome. I'm on track to be able to get top surgery this December when I thought like so much of my medical transition has happened sooner than I thought it would. I never thought that I would get on hormones on February 21st, 2014, but I did. It happened so quickly. Um, and not before I was ready, but before I thought I would be able to, so I hadn't quite prepared, and it snuck up on me. And now there's this, and obviously it's a couple months away. about what 4 months now, but like I can get top surgery and it's covered by insurance. Like that in and of itself, I thought I would have to save up for years, thousands of dollars. I thought so many things, and yet here I am, um, and that's incredible. The other thing, like there's a girl I really like right now, and there have been a lot of roadblocks in terms of us dating and stuff like that. And I still don't know where that's gonna go. I really like her, but I don't know, what path we're headed down, and I'm hoping it turns out for the best. Uh, but because I'm graduating early, because of all this stuff, because she's just taken a new and better job, where she's not my boss, we might actually be able to make something work, which is incredible. A lot of stuff is going really well. I have a good idea for what I want to write my thesis on. I want to talk about the law of non contradiction and how that relates to the way we talk about our identities and how it almost inhibits these conversations. Um, all sorts of stuff. I I'm almost at a loss. Like looking back and just thinking about it right now, I have this sense of like reverence for my past, and honestly, I'm proud of myself. Just to see who I was a year and a half ago, and to see who I am now. Um, I don't, I don't know what to say. I'm so thankful for the ways the world has provided for me, the ways the people around me have provided for me, the places I found support and strongholds, and the places I found validation and authenticity. There, I, I don't, I don't know. I don't believe in a God, so I'm not gonna thank a God for it. But I just, I have such a changed perspective on how beautiful the world can be, and that's not just because of my inner experience with transitioning. That's because of the ways the world has opened up to and opened its arms up to welcome me as I've been transitioning. um, I've found places I never where I fit, and I never thought I would be able to fit anywhere. I found people with whom I can have open conversations about myself, and about my beliefs and about themselves and their beliefs, and it's my world is so much different and my world is so much better, and this is what I'm getting at with like how the person I am right now is unrecognizable compared to the person I used to be, because I was never like this before I started transitioning, and I really was never like this until a couple months ago when I started realizing that, like, wow, the bulk of my transition is over. There are like big things I have to get done. There are surgeries, there's top surgery, but top surgery is less for the world and more for me. In terms of who I am outwardly in the world, my transition is over. I'm perceived as a man. I'm, recognized as a man. I'm validated as a man. I know I look like a man. I'm all those things. Um, and so now I'm at this crossroads where I'm leaving, Dylan who's transitioning behind and becoming just Dylan who transitioned, you know? Um, and so I have all these questions about the person I am and how to reconcile the person I am with the person I used to be. And I don't have answers to those questions yet. I really don't. But I'm exploring, and I've become so much more secure, and just the way I feel about my friendships and my relationships is just totally different from how it used to be. Um, it's very different being, a cisgender girl versus a trans man versus a man. Um, in all sorts of relationships. We don't realize the ways that gender permeates everything we do until we're looking at it in retrospect. And I wouldn't trade where I am for the world. I really wouldn't. There's still parts of me that wish I were cisgender, but I'm becoming more okay with that. And yeah, I'm just I'm in awe. I'm in awe, and that's really what I want to leave this video with. Is that um, the past year and a half have been incredible and awesome by the dictionary definitions of those words. Like fantastic, as in like it's hard. It's so immense that it's hard for me to process. Um, and I'm continuing to process it because it's going to take a long time. Um, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to fully understand the like just the immensity of what I've been through. But I'm so happy I went through it anyway. And that's what I want to leave this video with. So yeah, this is me 1.5 years on testosterone. Thanks for stopping in.